Hey, welcome back everybody. This time we got a special Halloween project. My daughter came to me and said that this year for Halloween she wanted to be a clown. But not just any clown, she wanted to be a spooky clown, a scary clown. Well, I thought a lot about it and I decided that I didn't want to do anything basic, like just a clown with scary makeup on. That's pretty boring. And so I thought a lot about it, and then I saw this video, which you've probably seen before, this cute little girl in this awesome illusion costume. And I thought, oh, that's totally what we're gonna do. So we're going to make a clown costume that does the same kind of headless illusion. So let's get going. So we're gonna start building the rig for the headless torso. So what we've got here is a backpack that's just stuffed with like plastic bags and stuffed animals and stuff just to keep its shape. And it's fit around her pretty snug up here, but still comfortable. And there is a belt thing on there to kind of take the pressure off. So the goal is I didn't want to make this too heavy, but I want it to keep its shape and preferably it doesn't poke out too much. So now we're going to attach a torso onto this. To build the torso, I'm going to use this EVA foam. It's just a floor mat. And we're going to attach it on the back of this. I just need it to bulk out the body. So I want this to fit right here on the back of the bag, like this. To help it kind of keep the shape, I'm going to use a heat gun. I just hold this until it cools. Keeps its shape. So I've got this shaped like a U, so I'll just connect right on there. And now I'm going to connect it to the backpack with hot glue. Now I want, when she's standing up straight, just standing up, I want this to go straight up. I don't want it to lean back like that, it'll look weird. So I want the torso to stand right up to here. So now, a bunch of hot glue. So I'm just globbing on as much hot glue as I can while it's hot. I'm just going to run some more glue in there and just make sure it's got a good secure hold. Okay, the only part that we're going to actually see of the torso is the neck. So I just cut this strip of EVA foam and we're going to turn it around and I'm going to glue the seam together with contact cement. But first, to get it to keep its shape, I'm going to do the heat gun thing. Okay, so now to glue this, I'm going to use contact cement. And I just put some contact cement on both surfaces. I've let the contact cement dry and it's tacky. So now when I touch it together very carefully, will stay stuck together. So I connect each seam. If there's only one seam, makes it really good. Pinch it down a bit. One neck. So I know I want the neck to be right about there. So now I need shoulders coming that join from here across to here, and then the shoulders will be right here. So I've got to cut out some more pieces of foam to cover that. So I've cut out two shapes like this. They kind of fit over this. So this will be the shoulders, but you know, I want them to kind of slant up from the chest and from the back, so I'm gonna curve them like this with the heat gun. Oh yeah, because I'm doing this for a Halloween costume and not for like a hardcore cosplay, it only needs to last for a few wearings, for just a few hours total. So I'm not being super precise, and I'm not using the most durable methods, so I'm really just eyeballing this thing. So this is the shoulders, and they come to the actual shoulder joint, which is going to be right there. So I want the arms to be articulated, so I'm going to first put like a shoulder frame. So we're going to say that the shoulder bone is right about here. Start with one. And to do the shoulder bones, and the arm bones, I've got some 1/2-inch wooden dowel. 1/2-inch drill bit. I just want it to hang out about that far on each side. So I'm going to cut it right there. So I've got the shoulder piece cut with a hole on each end. So I'm going to put that in, we're going to hot glue it into place. Now I'm going to use the same kind of dowel to do the different parts of the arm. So this will be the first part, this will be the upper arm and the lower arm. So I'm going to cut some of those. Okay, here are the arm bones. I've got 2 uppers and 2 lowers. These lines right here on the lowers, that's where the wrist is. I extended the stick to go up into the middle of the palm, basically like this, so that I have something that I can attach if I need it to attach the fingers on. Also, I'm going to put something right at the wrist for the sleeve of the costume to attach to. Okay, I just have some twine here that I'm going to use to connect the bones together. Okay, we're going to take that and just put it through here. This is an upper arm, so we'll connect a lower arm to it. Here's one. So I'm going to want this tight enough that it stays together, but loose enough that it can still bend. Okay, that looks good. Here are the arms connected. The length of the bones is, I used my own arms to determine that, so they're the same length as mine. Next, we're gonna bulk out the arms and attach the hands. So these bones are very skinny, and I want a place for the sleeves of the costume to attach to, so I need to bulk these out as if they were real wrists. So I'm gonna cut out some oval shapes here, poke a hole into them, stick them on here, and glue them on in place, and that'll give us an area that we can connect to. Remember, on these lower arms, I put a mark here for where the wrist was. So now I can take this piece and slide it on, right, so that it lines up right there with the wrist. If I were to leave the arm like this, the costume comes down and it's going to rest against this pointy, skinny little stick. It's not going to look like a real elbow. So I'm going to use some foam and glue it on. I'm going to put some bulk right there where the elbow is. So I've drawn lines right down the middle of these two pieces that I'm going to use for the elbow. I'll carve a little notch here so that there's space for the dowel to stick into. For the shoulders, I just cut out these pieces, cut little notches in them, and I'm gonna just stick them right up there. This is still just sitting here. I need to glue this in. Before I do that though, I'm going to make a plug here. Does the beat take you over? You just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones? Does the bones take you? Do you feel your bones take you? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones take you? Take you? Do you feel your bones? Does the bones take you? Do you feel your bones take you? Take you? Do you feel your bones? Does the bones take you? To prepare this for painting, so you can see I've sanded it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this with the heat gun. It's going to smooth the surface out pretty nicely. And now I'm going to spray it with Plasti Dip. This is Plasti Dip. I'm going to use white because I'm going to ultimately paint this white. So I may as well use white Plasti Dip. So you see right here this crack? I don't like that crack. I didn't do a very good job of sanding this so that that gap wasn't there. So I'm going to fix that with spackle. Now spackle doesn't work if that were ever going to bend or move or anything, but that's not, it's just gonna sit there. So that's why spackle works fine for this. Okay, these are the gloves that I'm gonna use for the costume. I just got these from the 99-cent store. And I just need to fill them up so that they look like there are hands inside. And I think what I'm gonna do, this is more of that EVA foam. I have a lot of scrap. I think I'm gonna kind of cut this and just kind of put it in place and try to build a hand that is posed somewhat. So let's give that a try. Even though this is just for a Halloween costume, one of the things that always annoys me when people make stuffed gloves that are supposed to look like real hands, I hate it when it just looks like a sausage or a water balloon that doesn't have a form in it. So I'm probably way overdoing this, but I feel like do you feel the fire inside me? Do you see the sparks that I'm setting free? Does the beat take you over? You just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Take you? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Does the bones take you? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Take you? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Does the bones take you? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Take you? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Does the bones take you? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Take you? Do you feel your bones start to take you? Does the bones take you? Okay, that looks decent. It's kind of sharp right there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So there we have a stuffed glove. So now I'm just going to do the other, and we'll figure out how to connect them on. Okay, now I'm gonna connect the hands on. What I've done is just torn out a little bit of a dent there. I'm gonna take the little wrist thing and I'm gonna glue it on right there. So, okay, I've just got it resting there on my drill. We'll let that cool down. Then I'm gonna put glue around this thing and pull the glove up and glue it around there, and maybe some up here. I've got the main parts of the pattern pinned down. I've got my two pieces of fabric with the right sides facing each other. And now I'm going to cut them out with my fabric scissors, which have never touched anything but fabric, never paper. So they're still sharp. So she needs a way to bring her hands up and be able to reach her actual hands out. And so my idea is to put some false pockets on the clown costume that look like pockets from the outside, but she can just reach up. And I was trying to figure out how to do that. And I think I may be over-engineering this, but what I've come up with is this L shape. What I'm gonna do is cut a slit in the leg where the pocket will be, and then this open part here will be like the hemline of the pocket, and so just a little bit of this will poke out over the edge and the rest of it will fall back like that. And so if the pocket opens a little bit, you just see the black lining on the inside, and she'll be able to reach her hands up underneath. It'll make a lot more sense once I put it together. So let's do that, see how it looks. costume turned out great. She loved it, got lots of compliments on it, and she's just tickled, which is my whole goal with that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. And I didn't do this because I was bored. I did it because I'm creative. See you next time.